Georgia ran the ball a lot in 2018. The beneficiaries were the top two tailbacks in Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. Chubb totaled 1,345 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns. He was almost matched in yardage and bested in touchdowns by Michel, who totaled 1,227 yards and 16 scores. Both backs returned for their senior years and were recently selected in the NFL Draft, Michel 31st overall to the New England Patriots and Chubb 34th overall to the Cleveland Browns. An outsider would assume Chubb and Michel's departure would leave a sizable void. And again, four starters return on an offensive line that still possesses a great deal of talent. And the third running back out of the backfield got quite a few snaps as a true freshman. That would be none other than DeAndre Swift, who would enter games occasionally when both Chubb and Michel needed breathers at the same time. And Swift showcased a good bit of speed and agility to go along with being a between-the-tackles runner. In total, Swift finished his freshman season at Georgia with 618 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. This was good for an average of 7.6 yards per carry. He added 17 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown, which made him the leading receiver out of Georgia's backfield. Swift wasn't able to do much during spring practice, however. He suffered a groin injury that limited him during contact drills. He did not participate in the G-Day spring game as a result. While Swift was unable to get the amount of reps the coaching staff would have preferred, it is still evident that Swift will enter the preseason as Georgia's top back. Of course, this figures to be a loaded backfield once again, even with Chubb and Michel leaving. There should be a rotation, which means Swift likely won't be a bell cow totaling 25 carries per game. Given the success Georgia had running the ball in 2017, it's likely that this offensive philosophy continues into the 2018 season. Swift will have the first crack at starting games as the No. 1 tailback. Given the history of the position, that is a lot to live up to. Measurables: 5'9", 215 pounds. Accomplishments to date: Swift finished third on the team in rushing last season. Against Auburn in the SEC Championship, Swift broke off a 64-yard touchdown run to seal the game. Swift also posted the second longest rush from scrimmage for Georgia, which was a 71-yard scamper against Missouri. Swift arrived at Georgia as a 5-star recruit, according to the 247sports.com composite rankings, from Philadelphia's St. Joseph's Preparatory School. In 4 years of high school ball, Swift totaled 4,273 rushing yards and 50 touchdowns. Competition at the position, with Swift dinged up this spring, Elijah Holyfield took most of the first-team reps at running back. By all accounts, Holyfield had a good spring and could start the preseason behind Swift on the depth chart. Bryant Herrion is also back for his junior season, and he has shown flashes of what he can do over the past 2 seasons. However, the position will become quite interesting when freshman early enrollee Amir White is 100% healthy from the torn ACL he suffered at the end of his high school career. White is on track to be ready for the 2018 season, but it remains to be seen what he will be able to do on the football field once he is cleared. Freshman James Cook will join the position group this summer as well. Why he will break out in 2018, the Georgia coaching staff trusted Swift to be the No. 3 back from the get-go last year. He surpassed both Holyfield and Harrion on the depth chart and was able to make his presence felt early on in the season. Without Chubb and Michel on the roster, Swift is the next man up at the position. If Georgia's offensive line is able to get after its opponents the way it did a year ago, the run game will shine once again. And this time, Swift will be leading the charge. Swift, if he stays healthy, could post similar numbers to the backs before him as he put forth some dazzling plays on the gridiron. Swift was a fun player to watch as a freshman. More of that could be in store as a sophomore. Top 10 number 2, Richard LeCounte offers a lot of potential in defensive backfield. No. 3, OLB DeAndre Walker could post more sacks with role increasing. No. 4, OL Isaiah Wilson is ready to step into the starting lineup. Number 5, ILB Monty Rice is tasked with replacing a legend. No. 6, K. Isaac Nauta could see a statistical jump as a junior. No. 7, W.R. Mecole Hardman might find more passes thrown his way. Number 8, RV Elijah Holyfield has patiently waited for his turn in backfield. No. 9, CB Mark Webb will compete for starting spot this preseason. No. 10, OLB Robert Beal was a pleasant surprise for coaches this spring.